Imagine your school is attacked by the zombies, and chaos is everywhere. What would you do? Takashi Kimuro, the main character of the series, executed her childhood crush boyfriend after he got bitten by the zombie and vows to protect his crush, Rei Miyamoto. Takashi and Rei band together with other students on a journey to find their family members and uncover what caused this overwhelming pandemic. Takashi, Rei, and Hisashi are battling against them on the rooftop of their campus. They navigate towards the astrology platform, where Hisashi rescues Rei from one of them before it can sink its teeth into her. We transition to several hours earlier when Takashi is dejectedly dwelling on his childhood crush, Rei. Saya advises him that he shouldn't indulge in such feelings, or else he will become distracted from his studies and risk falling behind. After realizing her efforts are futile, she departs for class. Takashi notices several gym teachers confronting a suspicious man at the entrance. When the man remains silent, Tashima attempts to force him to leave but gets bitten and succumbs to blood loss. Hayashi and the other teachers try to revive him, which he does, but only as one of them. He bites Hayashi, causing the other two teachers to flee in terror. Takashi, having witnessed the entire event, hastens to Rei's classroom to warn them of the impending threat. Takashi enters his classroom, surprising everyone, with the teacher remarking that he shouldn't have come. He seizes Rei and insists that they need to leave, but she declines, prompting him to slap her to gain her attention. Hisashi and Rei hear Takashi's account and exit the classroom. Hisashi grabs some weapons, in case Takashi's claims prove to be correct, while Rei mentions she can contact her father, who works in law enforcement. He informs them that he does not require any weapons since he holds a black belt in karate. Rei attempts to reach her father via the police line, but it is unavailable, which is extremely unusual. The intercom activates, and the announcer warns all students that a violent incident has taken place on campus and instructs them to evacuate, just before being attacked and killed by one of them. Amid the chaos, Kota crawls out of his classroom, and Saya tells him that the two are leaving the school. Saiko is engaged in prayer at a makeshift shrine at the school, then rises with her wooden sword in hand. Shizuka awakens from a nap, unaware of the events unfolding. Students throughout the school are shocked, and when a piece of chalk falls from a teacher's podium, they panic and try to flee, resulting in a stampede as frantic students seek escape. Hisashi tells Takashi that they can get out through the administrator's office. On their route, they come across Wakisaka, who is transformed into one of them. Rei pierces him with a makeshift spear, but he survives despite it being aimed at his heart. Hisashi grabs Wakisaka and instructs Rei to pull out the spear and attempts to snap his neck, but is hindered by Wakisaka's unnatural strength. Wakisaka bites Hisashi, and Takashi eliminates Wakisaka with a blow to the head using a baseball bat. The three observe as the undead easily overpower the remaining students, with Hisashi proposing they take refuge on the roof for safety. As they arrive at the rooftop, they witness the city in complete disarray. They soon spot SDF helicopters arriving to evaluate the destruction and combat the undead. Rei attempts to signal to them, but Hisashi informs her that they are not there for rescue efforts. In the school library, Misuzu and Toshimi are running together when a zombie grabs Toshimi. They overpower her resistance, and she pleads for Misuzu to assist her. But instead, Misuzu kicks her to save herself. Unfortunately, Toshimi remains oblivious to three zombies lurking behind her and is ultimately killed by them. Meanwhile, a teacher loses his sanity and takes his own life after failing to accept that people are cannibalizing each other. While attempting to understand the situation, the three find themselves surrounded by zombies. They fight their way toward the observatory and succeed in blocking it before the zombies can ascend. After some reflection, Hisashi falls ill from the bite wound inflicted by Wakisaka and requests Takashi to push him off the ledge so he won't return as one of them. Takashi consents, but Rei is emotionally wounded and attempts to stop him from doing it. After Hisashi passes away, he resurrects as one of them, and Takashi is compelled to kill him before he can harm Rei. In a post-credit scene, Rei is still heartbroken over Hisashi's death, wishing to join them rather than keep living. Takashi tries to reassure her that he killed Hisashi for her safety, but Rei bitterly responds that he must have done it out of secret resentment for Hisashi dating her. Offended by Rei's accusation, Takashi declares he will leave her to eliminate the remaining them on his own. Rei halts him, realizing that Takashi would perish alone, and tearfully apologizes for her comments while imploring him to remain with her. Takashi embraces Rei, reflecting that on the day everything ended, he had killed his best friend and held the girl he loved for the first time in his life.